Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 12 of Tame Wild, the Home of Beasts. And I have solved the mysterious case of the stranded citizens. It is because I accidentally built some floor over their staircases back to the rest of the city, so that's all that happened. I found that quite amusing and left it in here, so we can see how these things sometimes can happen and how confusing they are, but we're going to last through this. So today we're going to start out with the guild halls that we have prepared in the previous episode. We're going to solve Tame Wild's homing crisis once and for all. We got those new bedrooms in the previous episode, but I excavated a new set of these here and yet another set of these here, because we've had quite a heavy case of immigration, and even before that, people were already sleeping on the floor. So I really hope we got the problem now resolved. Meanwhile, let's hope that our dear esteemed mayor is going to be rescued from this death trap up here. But well, it's all gonna be fine. So, let's go for these guild halls. We have made one happen here, so let's accept that request and start drawing. So, I figured lately that we're going to have to go for more crazy animals as soon as we can. There we go. That'll be the shape in the end. So let's see what we can get from the map. The mountainous coal, the meeting place already at 1,000 dwarf bucks before we do anything except for laying down the floor. It's always a nice thing. Alright, there goes. And the stoneworkers. I have given them a place to chill out over here. So, a left glove. A bulky cave spider silk left glove. Thank you. I imagine it's one of these falconer's gloves, you see. That would actually make sense. I highly doubt that this item will make any sense, but whatever. So, the Stoneworkers Guild Hall. There we go. So let's accept these petitions and work on them. We are very soon through with the whole guild request part, I think. So, they're smoothened, and let's give them some art. And we gotta be constructing some walls. Well, not before those zircons have been carried somewhere else. So, let's check this out. This thing doesn't even have an icon. Interesting. So it has a image of, the toy boat. This toy boat is everywhere. I don't know. It's the meme of the fort. I mean, it's even twice there. Alright. You guys sure love that toy boat, don't you? I don't know. I'd love to know the story behind that toy boat. So, we got... No. So, I messed up my Gabbro Quarry now by pressing the wrong button. Yeah, that can also happen if you fail to hit the right buttons. So, Gabbro Quarry, licked clean. Completely licked clean. Damn. We're using that stuff quite a lot now. So, there's shields to be made. Alright. So, yeah, this area of the castle, of the fort, is still very much a eyesore for me. I'm well aware of that. Oh no, we are completely out of wood, so we can't make any wooden shields. So I will these days take more care to not accidentally chop open cavities into our pastures. There we go. Once that's chopped, we're going to go and construct that shield. I mean, we do require a lot more timber now that I think more closely about it. We do require tons of beds these days. So, let's see if we manage to agitate the local wildlife once and for all. Or if it's still not enough to piss them off. I mean, I'm trying hard, not gonna lie here. So, that shield, by the decree of the mayor, is the most important thing in this fort for now. The Banner of Shadow is a very interesting society. So far, they organize by having the mayor as the most important person in the fort, as the mayor's word is law. We have no single dwarf standing over the mayor. Not a single time. It's a very interesting social construct here. I mean, it's just happening because we don't have enough dwarves and all to get the whole barony thing going. Although, I have the very unpleasant suspicion that until we have freed Rasborb, not a single title will be given. If this is the case, then I know what the next fort will be, the one that liberates Rasborb. So it's pretty clear, isn't it? There we go. Libash is on it. She's the legendary engraver of Sandwalls, and she's going to pump up the value of this place into really crazy dimensions. But that's what you book these boys for and girls. So, stoneworkers. We're going to have some workshops here. Wait a sec. Building material dolomite. Why do we want that? It's from back in the day when I made these, huh? Nah, not important. I mean, I do like the fact that the game memorizes the selection from, I don't know, 10 episodes ago or what? It's pretty good. I hate it when I have to reconfigure things endlessly. Here we go. That's gonna be a nice looking place. And it's already a guild hall. The humans have arrived, my friends, and let's see, it's time for the yearly cuisine exchange. I hope they brought something that's worth it. So, didn't I make some extra direction benches here? Yes, I did. Alrighty. So far, I'm very happy with the state of things here. Except for, I don't know who is the person in charge of unleashing and releashing beasts and such. 3 crowns, the mayor says. Alright. So, do we have nickel bars by now? Or are these not melted yet? Yes, we do. Nice. So, we're going to order nickel crowns now. There we go. That's that. So, I really hope that these things are working on out as intended. Well, checking out the newest statues, I do see that they are all decorated with different types of gems, so I think it's all working out as intended. Okay. Love the fact that our little metal workshop is now totally decked out. The merchants have arrived and unload their goods. Kivish is going to be our dwarf of the day, I just decided. So let's bring some prepared food. Ah, come on, let's bring the good stuff. The really, really valuable stuff. After all, we want to treat our guests well. There we go. So, just as I had feared, they only bring foodstuff these days. That's a little bit sad, but whatever. We're going to handle by just buying all their foodstuff. I've discovered over the course of the time that this does make a fortress tremendously happy to have a high variety of food. So let's see, can we trade the cheeses as well? Oh yeah, they sold us the cheeses as well. Nice. So yeah, we have a bit of an overboarding food stockpile situation here, but who cares? We got the cheese. That's what matters. So, but now I always wanted to know what they actually bought. You know, that is also tradition, that we look into the barrel afterwards. So, chopped unicorn liver roast. I mean, that is, as a matter of fact, a pretty good local delicacy. Rhino sweetbread roast. Yeah, you know, our local economy starts to show. Love that. So, Kivish, what up? Let's watch the life of our broker a little bit. So I think I didn't unleash Kivish. Unleash the broker. Yeah, here. So, how's life, Kivish? Only acquiring an object and martial training are things she isn't feeling like she's fulfilled in life with. She's quite fond about her friends, pretty obviously, from the beginning to the end. And yeah, animal training seems to be an interest for her as well. She loves her bedroom. She loves her masterworks she's producing, and relationship-wise, she's in love with Aloth the Miner, another one of our major protagonists, and yeah. I love to see that some of my dwarfs are just happy. You know, it's always a heartwarming moment when you notice that you're doing a good job. You're doing such a good job that they're just living a merry good life in your fort. Nothing bad except for a little bit of a streak of greed, wanting something, a little bit of a streak of violence, wanting to bash somebody's face in. Just a regular old day in the fort, you know? I like that. So, the new parts of the city, they will be a royal pain to gear out. We have a lot of work at our hand, especially when it comes down to the extravagant furnitures, namely the boxes and the cabinets. So we'll have to see how quickly we can provide in that end. But apart from that, let's spill some more Gabbro on the floor. And we're going to see where that'll lead us. Find it extremely important that we get this part of the gameplay finally done, as once you are done with with providing a shelter for the 200 people that are living in your fort, for me the real fun begins at that point, because, well, you can then start building the fort to your own liking. You don't have to work around these things every year again with the next migration wave and all. So, just these things. I gotta say, I like how this dining hall looks like. So, well, let's check out our work orders and see if there is not somebody who can't be convinced that he's ought to take animals from one place to another. It can't be that hard. I mean, animal care and animal training. We have these already. So, well, we have so many animal trainers that maybe the problem is that I haven't assigned enough of these, but spoil boy. Do we have a lot of these? Oh, sweet. All right. So, yeah, which reminds me, not this, but I just saw the scholars icon on one of my dudes. That reminded me that I wanted to have a screw press and a kern. At last, that's all we require to start making a library. And right now, we don't have some place dug out or anything, but I feel like doing that. So, let's see. Hopefully a larger workforce of animal trainers will get the job done now. If it is the job of an animal trainer to take an animal and unbox it somewhere, then this should be now way less of a deal. And if I was right there, it also explains a lot why nobody does that, because only 2 people are actually in charge of handling all the animals. Ah, there we go. So it was a good, it was a wise choice for me to check it out. So here goes a really, really vicious fight, I think. But, well, Vukar, the militia commander, just took care of the job completely on his own. While I was not watching, he turned into a legendary fighter, and, well, let's check out the battle log for a sec. So, punches and stabs. Biting. Oh boy. Alright. He's been so angry with that thing, he even bit it. There goes. There you have it. Alright. Crazy. Crazy old dwarf. So we have to put up a stockpile zone somewhere for these goods. So yeah, might as well be here. So this'll destroy art, but I don't care. We have more than enough art here. So the goblin thief is fighting from, I guess he tried to escape from the room there. Oh man, I wanted to lock him in with my war elephant. Damn it. I missed that moment. Ah well, my bad. So let's see. We got more than enough caged animals here that need to be disposed. So we got a giant lion in the cage, and that's one of the things that I want to take care of, you know. I want to train the lions. And damn, that feels bad. But we have to take care of the rhino population. Jeez, are they taking them down fast. Wow. That is unsettling how powerful our soldiers are. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Together they take down that beast darn fast. So, kind of wonder though what would happen if if one of those rhinos gets a good hit in. I mean, is it even possible for the rhino to hit a legendary fighter at this point anymore? Or is it just something theoretical that won't happen anyways? Kind of wonder about that. So what I do know though is we got to empty those rhino boxes. We catch them more or less accidentally, and yeah, I really am fed up with the amount of rhino in my fort, or in my cage collection. I mean, I think we're going to go and why is that not working? I think we're going to go and yeah, I can't select more than one. And set up a few of these cages for decorational purposes. I do intend to build something like a zoo down here, but, well, we still don't need that many specimen, and especially with the rhino, well, we got more than enough of bees. We are breeding them. Anyways, so the part of the city here is making fine progress. I really love the fact that we got these jobs done extremely fast these days. And we also managed to unearth a substantial amount of cassiterite on the way. That's also pretty good. There we go. So I really hope that at the end of all this, we'll face empty bedrooms. Empty bedrooms, unclaimed bedrooms are always the sign that you have succeeded. You have won the real estate expansion or the real estate part of the game. And now you don't need to worry about that chapter anymore. But until then, well, we'll have to build more and more dwarven homes. But I mean, it's not the worst. Personally love that about this game. There we go. So, what doth the mayor want? Another crown he asks for. Yeah, alright, man. A nickel card. There we go. Alright. So... kind of worried that the jeweler ain't jeweling now. But maybe there is also... ah, yeah, here. So, that didn't go in. Why did that get cancelled? Ugh, I hate it. So... I will find you. This is so annoying. There we go. Needs improvable furniture that isn't a bin in linked stockpile. So... I think the problem is just that he already did all he could. And more people are arriving. Hell yeah. Babok, stonecutter. Thob, the furnace operator. A few more bone doctors. A scholar. And more people that have already arranged themselves into the fort are not visible anymore in the list like that. Too bad. So, where is it? Where is the kern? Is it farming? Yes. Alright. So. Let's start that paper industry. And I just need to find out afterwards where I will be putting up the library. It doesn't have a location yet, but I really want to get it started now. So, the job is mill plant into slurry. Mill plant... no. Come on. Slurry. Give me the slurry. Mash plant into slurry. I'm sorry. I got this wrong. Ugh. And then we have to press plant slurry into paper sheets. Right? Right. Alright. So, you guys do that until we got at least 10 globs. Yes. And then we do this until we have at least 10 sheets. If we have less sheets than that, we will make more paper. Alright, now all we need to do is we need to order quires, scroll rollers, purple rock ones. And the scrolls themselves. There we go. So, we're going to make these small-scale orders to make sure that we don't overproduce these goods heavily. There we go. And that's all it takes. Now, time is the only ingredient necessary. Right on. So, oh, I forgot an area here. I really hope that this will do the trick now. I mean, Tamewild has a lot of apartments by now. If I would put up a wish list for Dwarf Fortress's further expansions and updates, it'd be tools for managing your citizenship better, like knowing better what they need and where they need it and all those things. Currently, it's for me always one of the biggest issues to actually know where people want to be, or if I have enough rooms and all these things. So let's make ourselves some fine nickel and tin bookcases. There we go. I'll order a one-time order of 10 each, and we're going to get ourselves these here included. Other large tools is the section in question. So you take from this stockpile here. Right. All right. So far, so good. The only thing I don't like is that we have so many dolomite boulders lying around left and right. That does bother me a little bit. But apart from that, well, we're doing a pretty great job. So this room I excavated here for the sake of storing bones. So bones are really a good material that the craftsworks can do wonderful things with. You can't even decorate items with bones. So, alright. Here, yeah, it is obvious that we're working again now. Wonderful. So the first nickel bookcase has been made. Alright, so let's keep emptying those cages. We have still way too many boxed goods. So take care of them rhinos. It's one of the big issues if you chase or if you catch that many animals. There is no real automation process in the game that I know of to get rid of these critters. The only automations that you could go for are trap areas where you put them in where they just get killed, or yeah, well, it's at the end of the day always some sort of a semi-automation, because you always still have to unbox the animal somewhere manually. There's never ever anybody doing that for you. But well, it ends up with tasty unicorn sausage or something like that. There we go. I feel quite good about finally emptying my my cages again. I mean, this will give my soldiers a really weird kill count here, but it's just what you have to do from time to time when you have a fort that sports many cage traps. Alright, there we go. One more time. So many of them. But I gotta say, at the same time, we had quite a backlog to process, you know. So... yeah, we only have one of them great lions. That really makes me sort of sad. I find it super cool, though, that we have now a big amount of animal trainers around in the fort. Bronze Colossus. Alright, it's my first run-in with these creatures. So, well... I mean, basically we're fully screwed now. I mean, people are out there in the open, and well, let's see if my soldiers can do it. I mean, I have really no clue about that. Maybe the rhinos can fight that thing, and here it goes. I'll send in my soldiers because I really have no clue how else we should do. And the anticlimactic cage trap has struck again. Yeah, you see, that is the reason why I don't like cage traps in general. They are so gosh darned overpowered that, yeah, that's, yeah. But you know, in other fortresses we won't be doing that anymore, because the obvious reasons that you're seeing here. But, yeah, for Tame Wild, well, what can I do? It is what it is. I mean, oh, man. So we have a Bronze Colossus now, I guess? How did all these animals not starve yet? Or, wait a second, are they all assigned to a different, pasture and I'm just a fool? No, no. Wow, that's wild. So, yeah. My good friends, I thank thee all for watching. I'm feeling a bit sorry about the Bronze Colossus incident, but, well, it is what it is. I mean, I could release it now into the barracks and try out if I can beat it. I am not feeling too eager about that, though. So, let's just say I'm happy that we still live. I would have been interested, though, to see if my soldiers would have been even able to beat that thing. That being said, see you all on the next episode. Drop me some comments down below, leave me a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and as usual, down there in the description box, there's plenty of stuff that I'd be happy if you'd be clicking in. And a big thanks to the supporters of Icon Gaming. Check out the support links down there, and have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye-bye.